Welcome back. I'm Dr. Craig Salinger, chiropractic physician. In our last video, we went over stretches that you could do for your upper back and mid back area to help with mid back pain and upper back pain. And it's really important to make sure that we do the stretches to increase our range of motion, several benefits that we talked about in the last video. But stretching alone is not enough. We're going to go over today 6 strengthening exercises for your upper back and mid back that's going to help you be able to handle this mid back and upper back pain once and for all. Strengthening exercise that I'm going to go over with you is the face pull. And the face pull is going to strengthen the rhomboids, and it's going to also help with the levator scapula as well. What we're going to do is use exercise tubing. Now I am going to, at the end of the video, we're going to have in the description a link to exercise tubing that you can buy on Amazon. It's an affiliate link, so we might receive a small commission at no extra cost to you. All right, so I'm going to get into it right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand back to get tension into the tubing. We're going to start with our hands out here like this, and we're going to pull towards our face with our elbows up. Hold for a second. Hold for a second. Hold for a second. Hold. A more advanced way to do this would be holding for 5 seconds. 3, 4, 5. Great. So we're going to do these 2 sets of 10, eventually moving on to 3. If you're doing it for the 5 seconds, you could just do 10 sets. That's plenty. The next exercise that I'm going to go over with you is called the chin tuck. Now the chin tuck we're going to do with resistance of a pillow. I'm going to show you that right now. For people, especially if they're at a desk or they're at a computer, they're driving and their head is forward flexed like we all are, this is a great strengthening exercise that I'm going to show you to help with you naturally change your posture. So what we're going to do is bring our chin down just slightly, and we're going to bring our whole head back like that. Hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do, you could even do 2 sets of 10 of these. So that's going to be strengthening that area. You could also do this exercise sitting with the pillow against a wall and then go back, okay? So the motion of this, it's often confused. Pretty much what you're doing is you're just bringing your whole head backward like this. Not this or this. It's translating the whole head backward. Next exercise that we're going to do is the Superman. This exercise is done when we're laying on our stomach, and it works the posterior chain. It even helps strengthen your lower back. Okay, so what we're going to do is lay down on a comfortable surface. We're going to put our arms out in front of us, just like Superman, and we're going to try to lift everything up off of the table or the bed or the yoga mat that you're using, and hold it for a few seconds. Bring your head up as well. So we're bringing the head up, we're bringing the arms up, and we're bringing the feet up as well. So this is a great exercise. It works so many muscles all at once. And if you do these strengthening exercises, it's going to be helpful. I'm going to show you at the end of the video, 1, a bonus strengthening exercise that I think you're going to like, and 2, some modifications you can do. If you can't do this particular Superman exercise, I'm going to show you how to do it with exercise tubing, where you'll get and work the same areas as well. The next strengthening exercise we're going to do, 3, is the airplane. So we did the Superman before, now we're going to do the airplane. It's very similar, but we're not going to be focusing on lifting the lower body at all. We're just going to be up, bringing the head forward like that, and down, and up, arms straight out, and down. In this exercise, we're bringing the head and the arms back like this. We're trying to get those scapula, shoulder blades to come together and bring them as high as you can. Again, if you can't do this exercise, I'm gonna show you a way you can do it with tubing, exercise tubing. It might be a little bit easier. Now we're gonna get into the 5th exercise, and we're gonna use some exercise tubing for this. They're called Ys. Now you can do this laying down as well on your stomach, but I think it's pretty difficult to do for most people, so I'm going to show you how to do it with the exercise tubing. And this is a great strengthening exercise for the levator scapula and even the rhomboids as well. So what we're going to do is come back like this. We're going to get tension into the band, and we're going to bring it back up like this, making the letter Y. You might have to inch forward slightly so you can actually extend back beyond where your shoulders are. So you want to go backwards like this. If the tubing is too difficult to use, you could just put your arms up like this and go backwards like that. Hold it for 5. With the bands, because it is a little bit more resistance, you could hold it for a second or so, or do what you can with this. The 6th exercise that we're gonna do is called the high pulls with a shoulder shrug. This helps the levator scapula area and that upper back area in here. So we're going to pull up like this and then shrug our shoulders so we go just a little bit higher. And then down, use dumbbells. You could also use exercise tubing as well. And down. If you have a shoulder injury, this particular exercise might be very difficult to do. I would recommend using lightweight because the nature of it, bringing your arms up a little bit higher, it does put some stress in some of these joints. So I would use light weights, or you can even do it without weights, just bringing the arms up and shrugging like this, trying to come up like this and like that. Now I talked to you about a bonus exercise, that strengthening exercise that we're going to do. A lot of patients that come in to my office with mid back pain and upper back pain have rounded shoulders like this. And when you have rounded shoulders, the head will typically come forward more like this with rounded shoulders. So a lot of people have more strength in the muscles in the shoulder that are involved with internal rotation, which is this movement. So they're grabbing and pulling things into them this way. Strengthening the external rotators, the muscles that are involved in this motion, will help to have the humeral head, the shoulder, come outward like this. So when we're bringing the shoulders back slightly, due to these muscles being stronger, naturally the shoulders are going to come in a position where they're going to rotate out slightly, and that ever so slight roll or change in that position of your shoulder is going to help you naturally bring back your head. So it's important that a lot of people have posture, proper posture, when they're sitting, when they're driving, when they're at their desk. However, if they have stronger muscles in their back and in their upper back area, naturally their posture is going to be better without them even thinking about it, because the muscles are stronger. So these exercises are actually going to help your posture as well, because the body is going to naturally change its posture and be able to hold itself up better without a lot of extra supports. Let me go over the strengthening external rotation exercise. You want to use a towel, put it right under your elbow and hold it in on the ribs. And why we do this is because if we don't want to have the arm going in and out like that. We want more of a pure movement. So putting the elbow, holding onto the towel in the ribs is going to help us keep a more pure movement for external shoulder rotation. So what we're gonna do is have the tubing would be slightly a little bit lower for this particular case, but we're gonna start out here getting tension, and we're just gonna come to here, hold, come to here, hold, 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 okay? So what we're trying to do is naturally help the body open up the chest and be able to maintain a better posture. I spoke before about when we did the airplane exercise, we were laying on our stomach, we were bringing our arms back, and we're bringing our whole body up. Just our stomach was optimally supposed to be on the surface of the table or the yoga mat. That's a very difficult position to do, especially some people that have mid-back pain or upper back pain as well. So I'm going to show you something you can do that can give you a similar result with some exercise tubing. Okay, so we're going to do that right now, and I'm also going to show you something you can do with exercise tubing to do the airplane, to work some of those same muscles, but easier to perform. What we're going to do is we're going to pull back and extend. You might have to walk slightly forward so we can extend and hold. And then as you're extending your arms, you could bring your head back as well, looking up, arching your back slightly, arching your back slightly. Even doing a little bit of motion, you'll feel the exercise with the tubing. The next exercise was the airplane that we did laying down. We want to show a modification that you can do with some exercise tubing. And for that, I'm just going to bring the arms back like this, and the head and the arms back. I'm the king of the world. Bringing everything back, chest back like that, holding for a few seconds, okay? So that's another thing that you can do with the exercise tubing instead of laying down if it's too hard for you. Disclaimer, these exercises are exercises I normally recommend for my patients that have upper back and mid-back pain. It is for educational purposes. There are many causes of mid-back and upper back pain. This video is not a substitute for seeking medical attention. So, building strength takes time. Building muscle strength takes time. A lot of people out there that are doing forward flexion type of activities like working at a desk or driving and have a lot of mid-back pain and upper back pain, it takes time to build strength in those muscles. There are things you can do before the muscles are as strong as you need them to be to support your posture. In the next video, we're going to present some tools you can use, supports and braces and different things you can use that will enable you to be able to do the jobs that you're doing in a flexion position for a longer period of time until those muscles are strong enough to support your back in doing the jobs that you need in that flex position. So stay tuned for our next video here. Thanks for watching today. And if you like the videos, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay updated on the latest health and wellness tips. Have a great one.